What up, what up, what up? It's your boy D back at you with another video. So today we are going over who wins the men and women's Money in the Bank. As people are starting to declare is the perfect word for the Money in the Bank, there's a lot of people who could win, who could really benefit from being Money in the Bank. Now, there won't be names like Chad Gable because Chad Gable fights at Clash of the Castle for the IC title. He could be leaving the company or he could not be. We don't know. Guys like Ricochet, who announced he's leaving, which I dropped a video on that last night if you want to go check that out. We don't know where some of these people are, but there's a lot of people who can win this Money in the Bank for the men and the women. There's a lot of opportunities to grow and to become stars through the Money in the Bank ladder matches. So, we're going to talk about the Money in the Bank today and who I think could win between the men and the women. So, without further ado, let's get into it. For the women, it's tough. It's tough for some people on who's going to win the Money in the Bank. It's not tough for your boy. I think even with her little scandal, you can call it, that was going on, I think the streets know. Because here's how I see it. I think whoever wins the Money in the Bank for the women's will end up beating Bayley or Nia Jax at SummerSlam with the cash-in. The same way Io Sky did it, I think is going to be the same exact way. And that person who I have winning the Money in the Bank for the women is it's Tiffy time, Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton is a phenomenal wrestler. She's a perfect heel. She's mean. She's bratty. She's literally Sharpay Evans from High School Musical. She is top fire, top 10, top tier. And if you look at this women's division, she's the only diva that makes sense. She's the only woman that makes sense to win the Money in the Bank. Lyra Valkyria is great. I don't think she's ready yet to be in that. Not yet. Maybe she'll have a program with Liv Morgan or something like that at one of these pay-per-views. That'd be cool. That'd be cool for her. Good for her. But she's not ready for that spot yet. We all know Liv Morgan is more or less just waiting on Rhea Ripley to get back so we can get Rhea versus Liv at SummerSlam. That's just the match we're all waiting to see, especially with Liv Morgan and Dom, with this Dominic Mysterio storyline they got going on over there. We're all waiting for that. So, it leaves SmackDown. Bayley's kind of been a forgotten champion. Her match with Io Sky at WrestleMania 40 is actually one of the best of the weekend. But just, her title runs are just, nah. There's times where I legit forget Bayley's champion. I'm not going to hold you. It's just because Bayley had a lot of pops, a lot of firepower, but she kind of got lost in the sauce. I feel bad saying that, but it's true. I think Bayley's chases are always higher than Bayley's title reigns. And that's a problem that a lot of faces have, and that was a lot of people's fear for Cody Rhodes. It was when you get the title, you win, you cash in. The moment was huge. The moment is iconic. The moment is legendary. It's the moment we live for forever. And then what? That's the thing that we all are like, damn, you know? And I feel like Bayley's going through the same thing right now. And I think the perfect person to take that title off of her is a heel. And I feel like WWE does a great job of booking like chicken shit heels who just break the rules and get away with it. And I think that perfect person is Tiffany Stratton. Hands down, 100%, I think she will be a great chicken shit heel who cheats her way to win, low blows, disqualifications, and she's so talented. That prettiest moonsault ever. She has an elite spine buster. She has springboard attacks when she wants to. She can do anything. And I think it's because she comes from that gymnastics background. It helps her excel so well in the ring. She's good and she's decent enough on the mic. I think Tiffany Stratton could be a star in this. And I think the perfect person for Tiffany Stratton to feud with eventually would be a returning Charlotte Flair. If Charlotte Flair can't get back soon, I think the perfect place for Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton to go against each other maybe could be WrestleMania or the Royal Rumble. I think that could be a huge possibility, and I think it would be absolutely fire. Tiffany Stratton, 100%. I don't see a woman who's more capable, more deserving, it's kind of like Io Scott. Io Scott won the Money in the Bank last year. Everybody was hyped because you saw the talent. You can't tell me you don't look at Tiffany Stratton and see that talent. Like, the first time I ever saw Tiffany Stratton in NXT, I looked at her and said, nope, that's the champion. She's going to be champion. Didn't have to think. Didn't think twice about it. And then they gave her Becky Lynch. And I said, oh, wow, Becky? This is going to be an interesting one. And the match with Becky was fire. The match she had with Live Mercury was fire. Tiffany Stratton is so young and she's only getting better. And I think this would be the perfect spot to put the title on her. Because you're not getting Jade versus Bianca for a very long time as they're the tag team champions. So there's no reason why you don't make Miss Tiffany Stratton your new WWE Women's SmackDown Women's Champion. For the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. This is where it gets very, very, very difficult. You can go so many different ways with this one match, bro. Because, I kind of feel like... So we got Jey Uso. Jey Uso's already in the match. I can see a guy like Finn Balor being in the match as well. I can definitely see Logan Paul in the match. He was in the match last year. I could see either Logan Paul in the match, and I actually could see Logan Paul in the match, and I can see LA Knight screwing him out of that match. I can see Carmelo Hayes in the match. There's a lot of different characters and players I can see in this match who could be competing for a chance to cash in that briefcase. And you look at a lot of the different stars that are in WWE who are kind of been, like Kevin Owens I could see in this match. Maybe even Solo Sikoa if they wanted to throw the bloodline in there. There's a lot of different guys you can see in this match. And the best part about the beauty of ladder matches, they don't really hurt people in those big matches. Not obviously physically. I mean storyline-wise. Like, if you lose the Money in the Bank ladder match, you're not really getting affected by that, you know? Because as Gunther is going to face the winner of Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest at SummerSlam, Gunther's not going to be in that match. That's normally who I would have picked. Ricochet probably won't be there by then, maybe not. Gable's probably going to be IC champion, so Sammy versus Gable will probably be the running feud. I think, honestly, when you look at it, I think Jey Uso is going to win the Money in the Bank. I really think it's his time. I think Jey Uso has earned this shot and earned his spot to be Mr. Money in the Bank. I think it's time for Jey Uso to get a title under his hands. He is so over. He's one of the most over, if not the most over, wrestler in the WWE right now. You look at his entrances everywhere. He has those people rocking. He has the Fireflies with him. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt. I don't think you can literally argue there's nobody more over right now than Jey Uso. I've seen crowds be dead on Monday Night Raw, and then when Jey Uso comes out, everyone's like, oh shit, what's going on? There's so many different people you can go with in this match. I think Jey Uso will win the match, but I think the person who will have the moment of the night in that Money in the Bank match will be Braun Breaker. There's no way in hell you don't put Braun Breaker in that Money in the Bank match. Him and Dragunov, put them in that Money in the Bank match. And I promise you, they will cook. There's so much talent. I just think it's time for Jey Uso's time. And I can totally, absolutely 100% see Jey Uso winning that Money in the Bank and cashing in his Money in the Bank briefcase at SummerSlam. The new World Heavyweight Champion could be Jey Uso. Because if you're going to go heel versus pretty much somewhat heel for the title, whether it's Gunther versus Drew McIntyre or Gunther versus Damian Priest, you might as well. I'm just saying, heel versus heel at SummerSlam is so weird, so I feel like it's only right if your face is your Money in the Bank briefcase winner, and then the match is over, he comes out, he challenges Damian Priest or Gunther, and he gets the W, and he steals that title. Jey Uso is your new World Heavyweight Champion. I think it would be first off, it'd be fantastic for the Samoan Dynasty. And it would be a perfect way to tell Jey's story. As the right-hand man, he was always under Roman's wing, and now he's his own star, and he gets the job done, and he's champion, especially with the same time that Cody's champion, who's most likely going to face Randy Orton at SummerSlam. Oh my God, we're cooking. We're cooking. Especially if there's Roman versus Solo at SummerSlam, it could be something special, it could be something incredible, and something that we've never seen before. This is a very crucial Money in the Bank, because the winner of these two Money in the Bank matches will tell the story of where we go to get to WrestleMania 41. Very important matches. I'm excited for this Money in the Bank card. I'm also excited to watch NXT Battleground tonight. There's been a lot of build-up for NXT Battleground. Trick Williams versus Ethan Page, Jordynne Grace versus Roxanne Perez, the ladder match for the new North American Championship for the women. There's going to be a lot of good matches tonight. You got NXT Underground, Shayna Baszler versus Lola Vice. This is going to be a slapper of a pay-per-view. Make sure you guys watch it. We will be covering it. We got the streets. I will be back tonight to cover NXT Battleground, just to let me know what y'all think. Are y'all excited for tonight? Or who do you guys think you guys have winning this year's Money in the Banks on both sides for the men and the women? Who do you have winning the Money in the Bank for the men and women? And what titles do they go after? Let me know in the comments down below. It's been your boy D. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Forever gang. And until forever finds you.